What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to our Seattle Kraken franchise mode. And in this one, we're getting on into the trade deadline for year number 3. Past 2 years ending in disappointment against the Edmonton Oilers, and this year I want to make a little different. All right. I have 3 trades compared to our last year's 7 that we made. I got 3 trades this year to try to put this team over the edge and make this team 10 times better than what it is. Now, I'm getting rid of quite a few draft picks, as well as some players I wasn't initially expecting to get rid of myself. But, you got to make moves that are necessary for the team. You got to make moves that are necessary for the team, regardless of how you feel about some of these players. But before we actually get into the trade line, I found this really nice. I found this to be really cool. I don't know, at least I haven't paid attention as much to the message center. And I think I should start paying attention more to the message center than how I've been, because Nolan Patrick is fed up with the team and has demanded to be traded off of the Philadelphia Flyers. Now, I don't know who else or when these might pop up throughout the season, but I think that's pretty cool that Nolan Patrick is demanding to be traded off of the Philadelphia Flyers. Now, I already tried to look at him and try to get him. The problem was he doesn't fit any of our lines. He doesn't fit our coaching style. He's not going to do good. He's not going to do good for us. And speaking of our coach is actually, I'm putting him in the hot seat. All right. He's been here since the beginning. He was originally our AHL coach. We fired our NHL head coach and we went with this guy. And he's done pretty good. All right. He's brought us to the playoffs twice. He's won a Jack Adams. His record is positive, which is always good. The problem is with him, at least that I have, is there are better coaches available. He is a B minus coach. If we go to higher personnel, there are 2 A plus coaches right here. All right, neither of them. Now, both of them do have less team fit with our players than the guy that we have. However, we have also been building this team around that guy for 2 years. Now, we got 2 A plus A coaches here that can grow and I think are the same age, 49, and I think Chenard is 48, 49. All right, so Chenard is going to grow. I'm not doubting that he will grow if we can get some wins under him. The problem is he's not the greatest coach, so are we putting ourselves really in the best position to succeed with basically what is an AHL level coach? It's something interesting for thought, and it's definitely an off-season move we're going to have to make after we find out the results of the season. But we're in a wild card position, and we need to start winning some games. And to make that happen, we need to bring in some high-quality players. And when I was looking at our lineup, the first thing I wanted to increase, the very first thing I wanted to increase was our first line center. That's right, Isaiah Ratcliffe. He can't be that first line center. He's too low of an overall. It's not something I think that will pay off in the long run of this season. Maybe in the future we can, but at this season, no. And what I was thinking was actually going to trade with the Blackhawks and bring in Alexander Kerfoot. He fits in our top 2 pairing. He's supposed to be on forward line 2. All right. He is a playmaker, so we can bring up Alex Galchenyuk from that second line and get a +5. We should get a +5 in on that. Let's see. Tim Stutzel and Jet Wolford, Jake Vertanen, Farland, and a 5th. No, however, this is very close to a trade that we might be making later. But continuing on with the Chicago Blackhawks trade, we are going to be trading for Alexander Kerfoot. And what we're going to be offering up is defenseman Sami Niku. He's going to be traded away along with a handful of draft picks. All right, we're going to go to 2024. Oh my God. Decline. No. Nope. All right, so just go right back. Quick. All right, we got to be quicker with this. So we're going to go draft picks. We're going to offer them a 4th, a 5th, a 6th, and a 7th alongside Sammy Niku for Alexander Kerfoot. They want him. They want to get rid of Kerfoot. Let's just make this happen, buddy. Let's make magic. All right. Bing, bada, boom. Accepted the deal. Great. And now let's move on to that Jake Virtanen trade from Vancouver. I actually want to go back to Vancouver, and I would like to discuss with you guys. I would love to get Jake Virtanen. All right, he's a first-line power forward for us. All right, so we put him on up with Hurdle and Galchenyuk. This kid is going to do amazing things. He's already at 48 points, and he's a plus player. This guy was bred to be with us, but not only him, we're going after the third-line grinder, Michael Furland. He'll work on our third line, and he's going to increase our penalty kill. So we're going to grab both of them alongside, actually, this is just to sweeten the deal so we get something back, alongside a 2023 6th-round pick. We are going to be trading them left winger, Eriksson, prospect, 66 at 20. We're also going to be trading them Nolan Foote. Yes, even though we just went out and acquired Nolan Foote a couple of weeks ago, we're going to be trading both of them alongside our 2024 2nd-round pick and our 2023 4th-round pick. That's going to be the trade, all right? So you guys know the full trade. We're not going to be taking this Jason Zucker trade with you guys. However, we are going to quickly now go over to Vancouver and offer him that trade, hopefully before Virtanen gets snabbed along with Furland. Give me both of you guys alongside your 6th. Perfect. We're going to offer you Detroit's 4th, a 2nd. And we are going to be giving up left winger Nolan Foote and Eriksson. Perfect. Offer that trade up. And they accepted. They actually accepted. Decline for the Dylan Larkin. They actually accepted, so we're going to go through with that. I don't think, yeah, because I didn't hit the OK button, it didn't go through. Oh, boy. We'll grab Virtanen. We'll grab Furland. We'll take that 6th. Come on, let's get this trade. Quick. And you know what? I'll offer you my 4th and 2nd. And then, quick, come on. Eriksson and Nolan Foote. There we go. Offer it up. They accepted. We will accept. So we got to send down Isaiah Ratcliffe. That's perfectly fine. We'll do that in a second. Now, our final trade is to help replace Sammy Niku, the defenseman we traded away. We're going to be making this trade with the Buffalo Sabres, and we're going to be acquiring a couple draft picks in this as well. We're going to be acquiring a 2023 4th-round pick and a 2024 3rd-round pick. And we're going to be offering up our depth defenseman, Calvin DeHaan. All right, that's who we're going to offer up. No, thank you. I'm interested in acquiring the Buffalo Sabres defenseman. So what we're going to be offering is a lot of depth moves. We're losing a lot of depth in this trade, but that's okay. I am going to be giving up, where is it? We're going to trade Martin Furk, the free agent signing, Nathan Bastian, and Virtanen. Where's Virtanen? There's Virtanen. We're going to trade Virtanen alongside him, as well as Calvin DeHaan. So we're going to be giving them a lot depth. As you can see, they don't have a lot of contracts signed, so they kind of need more depth. So we're going to be giving that up. And we're going to be acquiring a 2024 3rd, a 2023 4th, and defenseman, please still be here, Chris Tanev. Now, I did do pre-scouting, and yesterday they wanted to get rid of Chris Tanev. So I am still going to go through with this trade because this is all based off prior deals. If they don't accept this trade, though, I mean, that's fine. Yeah, they declined it. What if we get rid of that 20 and we just do third and Tanev? Again, decline. No. What about just Chris Tanev straight up? They would do that. So I'll do that. Chris Tanev straight up for all that depth. I think that's a little bit more reasonable than if we were trying to pick up some draft picks as well. So I actually think that might be a little bit more realistic than if we were to acquire some draft picks. But that's pretty much going to do it for the remainder of our trades. I tried, boys. I tried everything in my power to get. I tried everything in my power to get Morgan Riley. And even though they want to give him up, like this is just to show you guys what I was offering them, okay? I would offer them our first round pick this year, all right? We'll offer them our first round pick this year, and we'll go into Skaters Matching Block. And I was looking through this, and I was like, okay, who can we get rid of? Well, I guess the odd man out would be Lavoie. Cool, we'll give up Lavoie. So that's straight up, kind of same trade value. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Here, what if we offer them another first round pick? Oh, we're still too far off. Like, to get them to go through with this trade, I would have to offer them 3 first round picks, as well as Tim Stutzel, to pick up Morgan Riley. And that is just an absurd amount to pay, even for a fantastic defenseman like Morgan Riley. So I will not be going through with that at all. But let's take a look at the trade summaries. Take a look at the trades that have happened so far. Have they just been with us? No. No, they were not. All right, so the New York Rangers acquire Alex Aliafolo and Edu McAnemy from Vancouver, and Vancouver gets a 2023 second-round pick and Kale Sajlin from the New York Rangers. Ryan Ellis getting traded to the Montreal Canadiens from the Nashville Predators. Trade alert: Montreal trades Nid Tavara, 2024 fourth-round pick to the Penguins in exchange for Nick Bonino, a 2024 second, and Darren Helm. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. So Montreal gets Ryan Ellis, and the Nashville Predators are going to acquire Jonathan Drouin, a 2024 third-round pick, and Tyler Pearson. Nashville that's big. That's a big upgrade for Nashville. Chicago gets a 2024 second. Sam Mayfield and the Nashville Predators gets Michael Frolik and a 2024 third. All right, that's interesting. Arizona is going to acquire a 2024 third-round pick, as well as Jonas Korpisalo, and a 2024 third-round pick that was belonging to us in exchange for a 2024 second-round pick and a 2024 third-round pick from Arizona. And that, I think, is going to do it for the update. So basically, yeah, that's going to do it for the update. So we might as well just wait out some of this time, talk about some available free agents. I actually think the players being shopped around at this year's trade deadline are high quality shit. All right, they are high quality players. David Pastrnak, Alexander Barkov, Morgan Riley, Dustin Byfuglien, David Krejci. All right, Torrey Krug, Sean Monahan. Like, these are Jonathan Toews, Matthew Dumba. Like, these are some big time players that we could go out and acquire. The thing is, for all of these guys, even the players that we were bringing in, all right, I'm going to show you guys this. Even the guys we were playing in, because I'm sure that I will get some kind of notification down below from the comments. So these guys are on 1-year deals, and you're not wrong. The only thing is, I know that I'm going to be able to sign them because I want them to be here. So I'm not going to act like the computer and let them walk if they don't take the bare minimum or what they're expecting. If they want, like, I'm going to take these teams to town, or I'm going to take these players and I'm going to make sure they stay. So Alexander Kerfoot contract, just a 1-year deal. Yep, 1 year, $3.5 million. We're going to have to sign this guy to an extension, and I'm going to do it. Alexander Kerfoot is going to be signed to an extension, I promise you guys.
that. All right, it's just like Thomas Hurdle. Even if he doesn't want to sign here, I am willing to pay him so much more money because I know he's going to perform. All right, over to the fenceman, Chris Tanev. I think this guy might actually be on a 2-year deal. Yeah, 2-year deal, 4.43. This guy is, even though he's 33 years of age, he's fine. His overall, 83 overall. All right, he's going to be playing at least top 6 minutes for us for the remainder of his contract. And then our last guy we went out and got was Furland. Furland, yep. Furland, right there. He's under a 1-year contract as well, Michael Furland. And he's actually going to be signed. We're re-signing Furland because he's that third-line grinder, and he works on the penalty kill. This is the perfect guy for us because we need the grinders on the third and fourth line to get that +5 to chemistry. So he's going to be here for this foreseeable future, the next 5 years probably, I would see Furland here as well. And I feel like we went out and got one more. I feel like there was one more move that we made. But who was it? I can't remember. No, I think that actually was it for trades. Yeah, no, I think I did get everyone. Yeah, so not bad. All in all, I think we walked out of the trade deadline a lot stronger than what we were. So let's see. No trades have happened, so nothing on the trade alert side. But yes, this free agency period, we should look to go heavy for some star players. Matthew Dumba, no. I'm done with trades. I don't want to make any more trades so I'm just going to decline everything. But this offseason, if we're looking at a lineup kind of similar to last offseason, it was pretty stacked. I think it's going to be pretty stacked again with Pastrnak, Barkov, and all these guys. If it is, we need to go all in. All right. Last offseason, I called a cup this season, and I still believe that we can win the cup. Trade alert, Buffalo Sabres. All right. Trade alert, Buffalo Sabres 2020 pick acquired as well as Necker and Pash. And the Toronto Maple Leafs are getting Joel Armia in a 2024 5th-round pick. That's a win for Buffalo. That is a big old W for Buffalo. Joel Armia is not worth a first-round pick. So the fact that they were able to pick up a first-round pick for Joel Armia in general, great for Buffalo. Great for Buffalo. But as I was saying, we need to go all in. We got, I think, $14 million in cap space right now. So we have so much money that we can throw around. That's like why we were saying for Thomas Hurdle, paying him $10.6. He's playing as a 91 overall level, and we're paying him $10.6 million. And that is a worthy contract, and he's here for the next 8 years. So yes, further down the road, the contract might look a little worse for wear. But I don't think we should. We might be gone. Like, I might retire in 8 years. I don't know. Crazier things have happened and can happen. So, trade of the day. Wow, we got a lot of trade of the days, actually. Seattle. Yeah, getting a lot of trade of the days. Come on, is that it? Is this going to be a rather quiet trade deadline? The last 2 years were very excited, trades happening left and right. And now we're getting a lot more of these star players at the trade deadline, and people are like, I don't know. Mironov for Gustav Nyquist. I think he's a sniper. And then is that Justin Williams? Yeah, Justin Williams. He works on the third line, second line, kill. Sniper. That is interesting. Playmaker, Sergey. That's actually kind of interesting. Our second line sniper is Jaden Schwartz. I don't think I could down. I think it would be a really big downgrade to go from Jaden Schwartz to Nyquist, especially with how clutch Schwartz is in the playoffs for us. That guy was scoring left and right. Yep. Sucks though we had to get rid of Tyler Toffoli. I kind of wish that we were able to keep Tyler Toffoli. he wasn't working out. He looked when I initially traded for him, he looked a lot better, and we had him on that first line. And once we were getting ready to move him off of that first line, he just didn't look as appealing. But I mean, I guess he was more of a rental. He kind of was a rental for us. We did keep him, I think, for 2 seasons or a season and a half. So I think really we used him to his full potential. And that's going to do it for the trade deadline. No more trades. Everything that I announced. Yeah, we already announced all the trades. Rather quiet trade deadline. Rather quiet. But I'm going to go in. Yep, Ryan Ellis. There's the trade alert. I'm going to go in now. I'm going to edit the lines, do the roster moves, and then we will get on through the remainder of this. All right, guys. So I've gone through. I've done the lines. And I'm going to show you them in just a second, but first things first, we need to get our new acquired players under contract before they really get to know how much they mean to this team. So first things first, Jake Virtanen. All right, right now he's making $4.195 million. He's playing as a 90 overall. All right, so we have to take into terms that he has that +5 to chemistry. He's really playing as a 90 overall. He's 26 years of age. His current contract will bring him up to he's 31, 32, 33. That's where I want to bring him up to. So he's 33 years of age. So a 7-year contract to Jake Virtanen for $6.8 million. That's what I'm going to offer to Jake Virtanen. Jump on down to Alexander Kerfoot. All right, he's making $3.5 million, and he actually wants to take a pay cut with us down to 2.95. That'll bring him up to he's 30, though. 31, 32, 33, 5-year contract. We could even sign him to that same 7-year deal, but I don't think he's really going to be worth it for us. So we're going to just sign him to that 5-year deal at $3 million flat. Next up is the Michael Furland deal. Right now he's making 3.5, and again, he actually is asking us for less money. Right now he's asking to bring him up till he's 32. 33 would be that $30 million deal, and I think that's perfectly fine. We'll offer him the exact same thing we offered Alexander Kerfoot. Except for the years are different, so 3 years at $3 million for Furland. Let's see who is next. Actually, I've been considering trading away Jake DeBrusk in the offseason, or even letting him go in the offseason. It'd probably be better to sign him to an extension at least, and then we could deal with that as we can. He maybe just keep him as a third-line man, so you know what? Yeah, let's sign him. He wants 5.175. So I guess that's fine. 3-year contract, and we'll bump it down to $4.9 million. Justin Schultz, our offensive defenseman, our mastermind. We're actually he's a good on the power play. He's good on the power play, and he's good for our team. It probably would be good for us to get Schultz under contract, but he wants 3 years to bring him up to he's 35. It's not really something I'm willing to do. I would give him a 1-year extension, but for that, I might as well just wait until we're closer to the trade deadline. Blake Coleman, I think he's a guy. He does do really good on our third line. He could be that third line center that just stays. I'll just offer him a 2-year contract at $2.2 million for Blake Coleman. LaJoie, I think we're going to let walk. Same with Cernak. Matt Luff will sign him to another 1-year minor league contract. Gabriel Gagne, yes, you'll get a 2-year minor league contract. This is our top offensive defenseman down in our minor league deals, minor league affiliation. So we'll offer him a 3-year contract just to stay with us, and then Harbor Watch just a 1-year contract as well. Perfect. And now we got to get to our backup goaltender, Michael DiPietro, who actually just wants a 1-year, one-way contract type with us, but I'm not really into that.
So I'm thinking more of a two-year deal, give him up to his last year of a restricted free agency period, and we'll just offer him that $1.75 million for 2 years. I think that'll work in his favor and in mine. I think these are all pretty fair values for who they are, and I mean I'm pretty much offering what they want, just a little bit less. Now jumping on into the lines now. We now have 2+5 line chemistries for our first and second line. So Alex Galchenyuk is going to be our first line left winger at 88 overall. Tomas Hertl is going to be our first line center at 91 overall. And Jake Virtanen is going to be our first line right winger at 90 overall. Going on to our second line, we're going to have Dominic Kubalik as our second line right wing at 88 overall, Alexander Kerfoot as our second line center at 88 overall, and then Jaden Schwartz as our second line left winger at 90 overall. Going on to our third line, we're going to have Jake DeBrusk at 85 overall in our third line left winger. Third line center is going to be Blake Coleman at 82. Joshua Hosang is going to be our third line right winger at 81. And then our fourth line is going to be Michael Furlan at 82 overall. Jujhar Kahara at 80 overall. And then Sonny Milano at the left wing position at 83. On the defensive front, I was actually considering moving Sergachev down to our third line. Then we would have had I think it was a 1 plus... Yeah, it would be a 1-5-3 if we did, and that would give everyone a boost. But Sergachev wants top 2 minutes, and we got to give it to him. We got to give it to him. So we're going to go with Sergachev with Justin Schultz. And then at the second line, we're going to have Christopher Tanev at 88 overall with Jake Bean at 87 overall. And then on our third defensive pairing will be Jonas Brodin lined up next to Noah Hulsen. Brodin 85 and Yulson at 83 overall. For our special teams, they look pretty good as well, kind of splitting up the talent. So +3 for our power play, no longer that +5. Yeah, why isn't that +5? When I went through the lines, it was still +5. I don't really like that. Whatever. +3. That's fine. Four-man power play. Our penalty kill looks good. And our three-man penalty kill, no longer, we have no more minuses. There are no more minuses for our penalty kill. So we officially have ourselves a decent penalty killing unit. This is the first time in our existence we actually are going to have two solid or at least decent penalty killers that aren't going to take an overall hit. And then still goaltenders are going to be Markstrom and DiPietro. In our AHL team, it's going to be Vinny Vevelane as the starter, followed by Joel Blomqvist. Starters are going to look as followed. Defensively, for our special teams, boom, 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 and boom. All right, so we're not paying as much attention to our AHL team, so that's why I'm kind of skipping through it. So far we've gotten the extensions. I've showed you guys the lines. Let's take a quick glance at the draft class. We got any franchise guys? Any franchise? Nope, no franchise yet. Any gems? No gems. Goaltending. Let's take a new look at goaltenders. Braden Roussel. Yep, scout this guy for his potential. Perfect. Yep, and just do the same for you. And you. Boop, 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 boop. Perfect. So 3 more. Oh wait, no, you're guaranteed backup. I'll grab you. Boom. And you're already set. Perfect. Good. All right, we are all set for goaltenders and for our forwards. Awesome. Let's get on in through the remainder of this season. Starting things off, first game up against the Dallas Stars. Let's see how our team is going to do. Last time we came out firing following the trade deadline. Is that going to continue? Is that going to be a tradition with Seattle following the trade deadline? We are going to take an early lead on scoring on Ben Bishop's
Tomas Hertl, followed by Sonny Milano, and then Tomas Hertl again scoring. Seattle already off to a 3-0 lead, and Tomas Hertl has a natural Hattie. Ben Bishop gets pulled for Jonas Halak. 4-0 game. Seattle beating the absolute crap out of the Dallas Stars right now. Seattle looking like a very different team than what they were. Come on, let's have another foot. Can we just blow them out of the water? Get like a 12-goal game. Dallas power play. Long power play, and there it is. Jamie Benn going to score on Markstrom on that very long power play. Nothing on Markstrom. Long power play. Tyler Seguin now scoring on Markstrom. Uh-oh. Dallas Stars starting to fight back. Now within 2. This is still a hockey game. Anyone's game. They have a whole period left. Third period. Power play, Dallas Stars. And Jamie Benn again scores. 1-goal game now. Seattle is known for choking and blowing leads late in the game. Power play Seattle. Nothing happens. Power play again. Anyone going to score? No. So following a solid first period, Seattle again power play, nothing. But Seattle's still going to walk away victorious 4-3, even following the second and third period collapse. Jamie Benn and Tyler Seguin coming in clutch for the Dallas Stars. However, Tomas Hertl, 3-goal period and a 3-goal game. Definitely deserves first star. Jamie Benn second. Yonaslav Halak gets third star of the game. So there we go. Some things don't change or they die hard. Blowing leads late in the game seems to be something that's just sticking with us. But trade deadline, playing good after the trade deadline also seems to be coming with us as well. Jake DeBrusk, it was an easy decision. Renew contract, great. Blake Coleman resigns. Alexander Kerfoot we got to sign. Michael Furland resigns. And Jake Virtanen resigns. Matt Luff resigns. Gabriel Gagne resigns. Jaden Hogberwash resigns. Michael DiPietro resigns. Vili Sarjarvi resigns as well. Jake DeBrusk fully healed. Good, you're already in the lineup. Ottawa Senators, 5-4 shootout loss. All right, 7-2 loss to the St. Louis Blues. That's not good. Come on. Win some games. Vegas Knights, Justin Schultz is fully healed. Okay, that's good. Continue. 4-3 shootout loss. Brett Ritchie is fully healed. Just continue. Just keep going. 4-3 shootout loss. 5-2 loss to Buffalo. Coming up now against Winnipeg, 6-5 shootout win. Noah Juulsen gets an MCL sprain out until April 14th. We're going to have to call someone up now from our AHL squad to replace that defenseman, as we don't have any defensemen on the squad. So let's just put someone in his place real quick. Alexander Steen. Oh, we could actually just run with Steen on defense. He does seem to be playing fine there. Nah, I mean, keep Steen on defense. Man wants to play defense. He seems to be playing good. Fine. Plus even player on defense. We'll keep him there. Florida Mike Hewitt is fully healed. All right, put him back in the lineup. He was over for Peralt. Jacob Peralt's going to get scratched. There we go. For left winger Mike Hewitt. Perfect. Anaheim Ducks. 5-3 loss. Why are we falling? We're falling in the standings. Skip that. Carolina 5-2 win. There you go. Dominic Kublik is fully healed. Let's turn this around, boys. Turn it around. 2-1 loss. 3-1 loss. What is happening? Calgary Flames 4-3 shootout win. Florida Panthers. Christopher Tanev now hurt until March 31st. Oh my God, assistant coach replaced player. Lucas Spiza, defenseman. We could use some defensive help. Spiza, decline. Florida Panthers, 7-1 win. Nashville Predators now, 7-6 overtime loss. Matthew, Florida, good. Los Angeles Kings, 2-1 overtime loss. Assistant coach replaced player. Christopher Tanev is fully healed. Welcome back. Put you right back into your second line role. If it wants to hit RT for me, there you go. Take out Ryan Reeves. Put on in Chris Tanev. Perfect. Put Chris Tanev back in the lineup. So we are one game. We're 1 to 2 games out of the playoffs. We're 1 to 2 games out of the playoffs, and it looks like we're pretty much just fighting for that wild card spot, fourth in our division, to try to jump the Golden Knights. So it's either going to be them or it's going to be us. That's how it's going to have to just work. So let's simulate a game at a time. First game against Vancouver Canucks. 5-1 win. We have jumped the Golden Knights and have taken that wild card spot so far. Now we're no longer in it. It appears to be going in the other division. Yep, Coyotes. So they have the games over us. Jump on over the Philadelphia Flyers game now. 2-1 loss. Not good. Not good. Up against the Minnesota Wild, who we actually need to beat. Anyways, they are on our conference. So let's simulate up this game. There we go. First period, nothing. Second period, 3-1 lead. Tomas Hertl, 2-goal night again. Joshua Hosang also getting one. Jumping on into the third period, Minnesota power play, nothing happening there. There you go. Sonny Milano scoring over Minnesota. Then Jake Virtanen now scoring. Minnesota blowing their lead, or just getting blown out. And that's what we need. We need these blowout wins. We need to get more wins, and Minnesota, they're in that wild card positioning. Hopefully this win gives us an advantage in seeding. Come on, give us an advantage in seeding. And it does. But Jacob Markstrom's out until May 4th with a bruised shoulder. He's gone. He's gone. We have to go off of our backup goalie, Michael DiPietro, to lead our team all the way to the promised land. Who do we want to call up? Do we call up Vivalainen? Vinny? Do we give Vinny the nod? I think we're going to have to bring up Vinny and then give Blomqvist and Mikkelsen the nod in the AHL squad. Sucks that we lose Markstrom. But now it's DiPietro's turn to shine, and this could be the reason why Jacob Markstrom gets run out of town. Michael DiPietro could be the hot hand, the hot young gun that our team could decide to run with. And we are in a playoff spot. Rudolph is back. Barcellers. Alright, put you back in the lineup. Perfect. There we go. Keep on going up to the San Jose Sharks game. We still need to walk away with a win. We're at 87 points. Both of us. I think us. Yep, we're at 87. Coyotes at 87. Yeah, and the Wild at 87. Blackhawks at 86. And the Avalanche all the way down there at 84. Oh my god, the Central. What a tough division. Even last place can make the playoffs still in the Central. That's crazy. All right, up against the San Jose Sharks. We need to walk out of here with a W, boys. So first, let's do this. Let's slow sim it. All right, first period against the Sharks, we take a 1-0 lead. Miguel Sergachev scoring on Jones. There you go. Second period, we still have a 1-0 lead. Rissanen scores on Vetanainen. Oh, we got our backup goalie in, and Tomas Hertl scores on Jones. All right, let's quick sim. Come on, San Jose Sharks, 5-4. Nothing happens there. Seattle still a 1-goal lead. Seattle needs to extend this lead. Got a power play. Didn't do it there. 10 minutes. 9, 8, 7. Come on. Somebody from Seattle score because I'm feeling very antsy. I know our tendencies. But we are going to walk out with a dub. There you go. We walk out of there with a dub, and I think that is his first victory. It was Vivalainen. 1 goal against, 30 saves, a .967 save percentage. So, first game after getting called up. The day he gets called up to, he gets a chance to play against the San Jose Sharks, and he leads us to a clutch 2-1 victory. We are now out of a playoff spot. This is a must-win, boys. This is a must-win. We are 1 point out of the playoffs. We are 1 point. If we go to overtime and lose, we still will miss the playoffs. We must. This is a must-win situation. All right, if we bring them to overtime, that's fine. If we bring them to a shootout, that's fine. We just need to walk away with the W against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Come on. First period, and we take an early 2-0 lead. Alexander Steen scoring on the power play, and Michael Ferland getting a goal on the fourth line as well. Second period, Columbus, Ryan Dzingel scoring on Vivalainen. We have him in net again. It seems that the coach decided to run with the young gun over Michael DiPietro. 2-1 lead to Seattle, and Jake DeBrusk giving us a 2-goal lead. 3-1 now. With 10 minutes remaining, we're going to jump on in here and watch the last 5 minutes of this game. Pause it. Power play for Seattle. 5 minutes and 15 seconds left, and this is our season on the line, whether we are going to make it or not. Let's jump on in and see what's going to happen here. Alrighty, so here we are in the game. 5 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Offensive face-off. We are on the power play as Columbus is going to win the face-off, but he gets knocked off. And here goes Jacob Brusk on a breakaway, but he gets caught up by Tyson Barrie, who's now skating up the boards, passing over to Peaky. Peaky out front, picked off by Galchenyuk over to Brusk. The Brusk stopping, passing over to Schultz. Schultz far now over to Kerfoot. Coming in, passing over to Schultz, and he scores! There we are. 3-goal lead, Justin Schultz from Alexander Kerfoot. That's right, our offensive defenseman, Justin Schultz, still trying to win a new contract extension. Toe jag by Kerfoot, backhand pass over, just taps it right on in behind the goaltender. Justin Schultz wants a one last chance at least to bring the first Stanley Cup here to Seattle. And this is showing how much Seattle wants to be in the playoffs too. So our first line against theirs, they're going to win it. Dzingel over to Wierzewski, over to Jones. Jones walking in, out front, tips in front. And the Columbus saying, hey, it's still a game. We can still score just as fast. 10 seconds, and Pierre-Luc Dubois going to score his 16th goal of the season. A pass from Seth Jones out front, I think tapping it 5-hole on the young guy, Vivalainen. Vivalainen having a hot start, being called up so far, leading Seattle to 1 victory, only allowing 1 goal against in that one. Now going to at least move his average up to 1.5 after tonight. But he's been playing very good hockey against these NHLers. As now we've won the face-off. Sergachev over to Galchenyuk, loses it. Now Dubois gets the puck poked off. Nyquist passes Dzingel. And Wierzewski is going to bring it offsides. 3 minutes, 29 seconds remaining on the clock. Come on, boys. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's walk away with a win. Let's walk away with a dub here. Stay clutch. Stay composed. Tomas Hertl loses the face-off. Columbus, Nyquist skating on in, walking to the middle, and Sergachev's going to walk out of there, pinned against the boards. As the Dzingel passes the Nyquist over to Jones. Jones shots, and Vivalainen grabs it with the glove. And he's going to cover that, and that's going to be a whistle. Dubois is 4th in the league for hits with 189. My hat's off to you, good sir. Kerfoot now loses wins the face-off. Kublik coming down the sides, hit off, and there is going to be a penalty, I think, for boarding. Is it boarding? Seth Jones, mad that he allowed Seattle to make the playoffs. Awful. But for this remainder of the game, Seattle's going to be on the power play. Bean over to Hosang out front. Tic-tac-toe, Tomas Hertl. Gonna tip that one home, scoring it on the power play. 3 seconds following that penalty. And that is his 38th goal on the season. Tomas Hertl, what, really breaking out as a Seattle Kraken. Following his payday of $10.6 million per year, he's living up to the contract so far, being almost a point per game, and even when Seattle wasn't performing, he was still putting up points. Seattle's future, I think, is really bright, seeing how their new top 6 is looking and how their entire roster is actually looking. I think if they can tweak a few things on defense on the penalty kill, this team could be unstoppable. Hertl wins it over to Sergachev, passes to Virtanen. Virtanen over to Schultz. Schultz hit off Galchenyuk, down low, picked off by Rinsky. Passes to Levio over to Atkinson. Atkinson poked off the puck, shot, misses out wide. As now there's a battle along the boards, Galchenyuk walks away with that. He's going to try to dump it. No, plays it off the boards to himself. Out front, quick shot. No, blocker save by the goaltender. Now bringing out of the zone is Atkinson. Atkinson tries to make a move, hit off the puck, and Schultz passed it over to Virtanen, over to Galchenyuk, now over to Hertl. Hertl dumps it on into the zone as Jones gets pinned up deep in his own zone. Levio passing it up. Levio out front, slap shot, good save. Sergachev losing it to Atkinson. Hertl, come on, Hertl, get it out. Just get it out of the zone. Schwartz, kill time. 10 seconds remaining. Schwartz just holding on to the puck. Gets hit down low, still battling. Just trying to kill clock. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, just throw it out of the zone. Sergachev. Yep, and there we are, our Seattle Kraken boys, making the playoffs following this big old dub against the Columbus Blue Jackets. And you know who led us this way? Vivalainen. He got called up with 2 games remaining in the entire season. He played both games, and he got us 2 big W's, allowing an average of 1.5 goals a game. Going into the playoffs, do we go with DiPietro, or do we give the young Vivalainen the nod? He's hot right now, boys. He's hot, and our team is playing well in front of him. We might have to just give Vivalainen the nod for the first game, and if it doesn't work out or we lose, we just switch it over to Michael DiPietro. But our biggest fear is actually who we are playing in the playoffs. If I'm correct, we should be playing the Edmonton Oilers again. And this isn't just any Edmonton Oilers team. This is the Edmonton Oilers team that has tied for the President's Trophy with 111 points. Oh, we're actually playing the St. Louis Blues. Oh, thank God. That we might actually stand a chance. We might actually win. All right, so we're taking on the St. Louis Blues over the Edmonton Oilers. And the only time we would play the Oilers is if we get to the Western Conference Finals. So this could be our year, boys. If Edmonton gets eliminated, they got to go through 2 rounds. They could get eliminated. We could never even play them. This could be our year. All right, we don't have to worry about Edmonton, at least not until the Western Conference Finals. Got to play St. Louis, then either Winnipeg or Nashville. And I'm not as scared to either of those 3 teams as I am to the Edmonton Oilers. This could be our year. Looking over our stats, Tomas Hertl leading our team in points with 76 points on the season. And I think that is a career high for points. It is. 29-year-old Tomas Hertl having his best year ever. All right, 38 goals, 38 assists, 76 points, and he was a plus 12. Second place for points went to Alex Galchenyuk with 66, and then third place was Jake Virtanen with 62. Our goals leader was Tomas Hertl at 38 goals, Jake Virtanen at 29, and then Jaden Schwartz at 24. For assist leader went to Jake Bean with 44 points. Alex Galchenyuk with 44 assists, and Jake Bean with 44 assists. And then Joshua Hosang, third place with 39 assists. Our top defenseman on our team was by far the rookie Jake Bean. 10 goals, 44 assists for 54 points, and he was a plus. +4. All right, so Jake Bean looking to be our future, possibly even franchise potential defenseman. It would be really nice if his potential would jump up to either elite or to franchise following this great season. I would understand if he jumps to elite. This one, if we could repeat another great season, maybe even get him above a point per game next season. If he would jump to franchise, it would be over. It would be over. Jake Bean would be our franchise guy. I would ride him till he's died, give him an 8-year extension. I don't even care how much he would pay. Personally, I don't even care how much Jake Bean wants now. I would give him an 8-year extension. Justin Schultz, second place with 27 points, 9 goals, 18 assists. Might be looking at possibly replacing him in the offseason if there's no big viable options. I think we will re-sign Justin Schultz and bring him back. Jonas Brodin, third place, 3 goals, 22 assists for 25 points. He was a -2, but the big question that I've always had surrounding our defense was Miguel Sergachev. We have him under contract for the next 2 seasons at least, but this man has never really been a big point guy with us, and he's actually not been playing the same since being moved. He's actually had his worst season ever in the NHL, besides the first 4 games with Montreal. In 82 games, he only had 23 points. Big drop down for Sergachev, and I don't like that. Goaltenders, Jacob Markstrom, 32 wins, 22 losses, 5 overtime losses, and 2 shutouts for a .916 save percentage. And then Michael DiPietro in 5 games, 6 wins, 12 losses, 4 overtime losses, and 2 shutouts as well for a .902. And there he is, boys, Vinny Vehviläinen, the hot rookie who is probably all over social media, especially for Seattle Kraken fans. 2-0, a .949 save percentage, and a 1.71 goals against average. I think this is going to be our guy going on into the postseason. I think we have to give him game number 1, just based off of how good he's been playing. And if you look at DiPietro's stats, he loses 2 games for every 1 win. So I will just leave it at that. Taking a look at the league leaders this year. For wins, it went to Andrei Vasilevsky with 46. Ilya Samsonov was second with 43. And Frederik Andersen at 41. Most shutouts this year went to Carter. Was a 3-way tie. Carter Hart, Ilya Samsonov, and Ben Bishop all tying for 7th. Best goals against average with at least 25 games played went to Ilya Samsonov with a .927. Goals against average leader with at least 25 games played also goes to Ilya Samsonov with a 2.24 goals against average. Defensive leaders for points is going to go to Shea Weber with 76 points. Followed by Morgan Riley at 72 points and Drew Doughty at 65. Goal leader for defensemen went to Chris Letang of the St. Louis Blues with 17 goals. Josh Morsey had 16, and then Justin Folk. Wow, 2 St. Louis Blues defensemen leading the way for the defensemen. Wow. Justin Folk with 15. Nice job, boys. Nice job. Best plus minus went to Rasmus Ristolainen, 35. All right. For the forward group, Jack Eichel led the entire league with 111 points. Kailer Yamamoto with 105. Nathan McKinnon, 103. And then Claude Giroux with 101. Goals leader goes to Claude Giroux with 56, Austin Matthews with 55, and Nathan McKinnon with 54. Assist leaders goes to Kailer Yamamoto with 87, Sam Steele with 71, and then Casey Middlestat with 71 as well. Going into the plus-minus, the best plus-minus forward went to Steven Stamkos with 37, with a plus 37. Going on into the rookie goalies, let's see any fantastic rookie goalies. 3 points for Artis. Nice. And there actually was a good goalie sighting. Wow, Mads Sogard from Buffalo. The backup leading his team all the way to the playoffs. 37 wins, 18 losses, 3 shutouts, 3 overtime losses, and 2 shutouts. Not a 900 save percentage, all right? He's not above a 900 save percentage, so he's still got a lot to improve. He will not win Rookie of the Year because of his save percentage and his goals against average. But still, this is a guy where if he grows correctly and Buffalo decides to hang on to him, he could be a huge breakout star. However, if Sogard is on the trading block, I would be 100% down to trade for him. And then rookie skaters, right? I meant to go to rookie skaters. Our rookie skater point leader goes to Jake Bean. So a defenseman is going to win Rookie of the Year in the NHL. Jake Bean, 54 points. Let's fucking go, boys. Let's go. Timo Rissanen. I will say that's impressive, though. Jake Bean is a 24-year-old defenseman, so because he's a defenseman, it's impressive as it is. But a 19-year-old now, Timo Rissanen for the San Jose Sharks. 48 points. Like, that's pretty impressive, too. As a 19, like, we got a 19-year-old outscoring all these guys in points. It's pretty impressive. 19-year-old playing in a men's league. Like, it's still a good outing for the second place player right there. Who was our leader for the AHL squad? I should have looked at our AHL squad, too. Tim Stützle. I really hope this guy is ready for the NHL soon. I feel like he is going to be replacing. He's going to be our replacement for Alex Galchenyuk. Yeah, he's going to be our replacement for Alex Galchenyuk. But Stützle, 65 points, having himself his career year in the AHL too, jumping from 18 up to 65 points. Really good job for him. He definitely should be an NHL-ready player. He'll probably play third line minutes with us next year. Goal leaders, Mike Hewitt with 38 goals. Holy shit. This guy was popping off, the power forward. Just put him alongside Stützle, and I mean that he could just run away. Even Jeffrey Zeller, 31 goals. We got two really good goal scorers. Look at that. Tim Stützle, we drafted in 2021. We drafted Jeffrey Zeller in 2022, and then Mike Hewitt was a 2020 first-round pick, but we traded for Mike Hewitt from the Pittsburgh Penguins. So that could be our future lineup. Mike Hewitt, power forward, with Jeffrey Zeller as the sniper, and then Tim Stützle as the playmaker. That is our future lineup. And personally, once we get them to the NHL, they all could be NHL ready. Stützle, maybe not Zeller. Zeller maybe one more year, but Hewitt and Stützle both could be in the NHL next year. 2 years from now, Zeller comes up. 3 years from now, all three of them are partnered up perfectly to be our 3 future young stars to kind of be that next generation of Seattle. This is homebred Seattle talent. We grew Stützle from scratch. We're growing Zeller from scratch. Hewitt we traded for. However, for pretty much his entire career, or at least half of his career so far, it has been with us. So you can even say Mike Hewitt is a homebred talent here as well. I don't know. We're developing people from our system. minor league is going to help us win championships in the future. Management trades that we're making now are going to help us hopefully win now. But in the next episode, boys, we're going to be taking on the St. Louis Blues. All right, hit that like button, subscribe, leave some comments, tell me if you're hype for this St. Louis Blues matchup, because I know I am, because I am ready to win myself a Stanley Cup. I called it in the offseason that we were going to win a Stanley Cup. I still stand by that. I am praying to God that this team beats the St. Louis Blues, and I will, the closer our team gets to the playoffs, so long as Edmonton is out, I think our team stands a chance. But that is going to be it for this rant, boys. Hope you all enjoyed. Until next time, see you all later. Goodbye.